Well, good morning, everyone. Once again, welcome to another live this morning. Always good to be with you and enjoy our daily podcasts. And we love you guys coming on. We love to say hello at the start of the program. We polled you guys, and you guys like that. You like to say hello, although I miss many of you. Kevin, Nativity, good morning. Jen, Kate Breton, good morning. Carol, how are you? Rosa, Montreal, bonjour. Brahim from Portland, Oregon. Carrie from Nebraska. Mary, good morning. Morris from North Bay. Donna and Denise, good morning. Kansas City, Missouri. Micheline. LaShawn, good morning. Lillian, Brockville. Jeanette and Andrea, Niagara Falls. Another Donna from Bell Valley. Sandy, Washington State. Brian, good morning. Danny, good morning. Jeanette from our staff back in Sudbury. Bonnie, Little Britain, Ontario. Anne from Moncton, New Brunswick. Adeline and Dave, good morning, from Melville. And Jean and Debbie from Sturgeon Falls. Troy, our buddy, out in Newfoundland. Dr. Troy, good morning. Len and Judy from Edmonton, Alberta. And Janice from Brampton. Georgie from Halifax. Yolande from Hamner. Wendy. Stephanie. Georgia. Well, good morning, Stephanie. Judy. Wendy Mitchell. Debbie. Good morning. And Karen from Kincardine. Chantal from Ottawa. Diane from Thunder Bay. Freeline. How are you? From the Philippines. Wow. Rosalinda, Niagara Falls. Robin and Rosa and Rita. One more R. No, it's Wanda from Virginia. Good morning. Diane from Newfoundland. And Kim, our friend from Florida. Timmins girl, though. Chantal Espanola. And good morning, Julie. Good morning, and Brenda Campbell River, British Columbia. Okay, now, guys, we got get your notepads. Get out your notepads for those of you who take notes. I'm a note taker, by the way. Okay, so if you wonder how I got through all my schooling, I lived on these things. Yellow pads. I found if I write things down, I'm much better at remembering. So I used to, one of the ways I used to cram in school is I would write out and then I would write it out again in short. I always did a shorter version. And by the time I got to my exam, I had it down in bullets, little bullets. And that's the way I do things, okay? That's the way my mind operates. So get out your notepad and your pen for us old-fashioned guys, or you can actually type it in on your smart device. We're going to talk about this morning, okay, the do's and don'ts of heart disease. Now, yesterday, just a little recap. What we did yesterday is we talked about medicine and heart disease. Okay? Now, I never tell anyone, because some people asked me, even yesterday after the program, Dr. Martin, should I stop my aspirin or stop my statin drugs? Don't ask me. I'm not telling you that, okay? Because you've got to come to that conclusion on your own. And, listen, I'm giving you information. Information provides power. I don't like it when people don't give me information. They want me to make a decision, but I don't have information. So, here's what we talked about yesterday. And I actually just posted it on our Facebook group. A new study out here. I'm going to read it to you because I actually was talking about this yesterday, but I'm going to read this study. I'm going to read the headline. Daily aspirin offers, okay, this is a study. It was a study, let me get it, because I actually wrote the note here, so I don't have to read the whole article. Come on, where did I put it? Here it is, here. 13 randomized studies. These are the gold standard. They looked at 13 randomized studies on aspirin. Here was their conclusion. Now, the FDA, what I didn't tell you yesterday, I did tell you this, that the FDA came out with an edict. It was actually in 2014, that's how many years ago, that they started putting a warning on aspirin, that it wasn't all cracked up, all that it was cracked up to be. Secondly, FDA came out again after that, and that's what I didn't bring to you yesterday, is the FDA came out and said, we're not allowing aspirin to make a claim that it can prevent heart attacks. You can't make that claim anymore. Now, I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. People that, maybe have had a heart attack or whatever, they want to keep their blood thin, they look at all the side effects of aspirin and look at the benefit of aspirin, and maybe it thins out your blood to some extent, then, you know what, come on. I'm not, dismissing anything. I'm just bringing you information, okay? So I'm not saying aspirin's absolutely no good. I'm not saying that. Now, the second thing we talked about yesterday is we talked about statin drugs. And I gave you, a pretty deep dive into statin drugs and their history and their success rate. Been abysmal. I mean, guys, really, it hasn't even made a dent in heart disease. Heart disease is worse today than ever. Do you know that yesterday, November 29th, which was Rosie and I's 50th anniversary yesterday. 50 years. Now, that girl is going to get crowns in heaven. Okay? Putting up with me. But on November 29th, you know what happened yesterday? 2,600 and change Americans died of heart disease yesterday. Did you know that? You know what insurance companies are good at? Death. Because when people die, they gotta pay. And so they're tremendous statisticians. And I got that stat from them. Yesterday, on average, 2,600 people died of a heart attack or stroke yesterday in the USA alone. Every day, 7 days a week. We're not winning the war on heart disease. And the big reason is because we're looking for love in all the wrong places. Okay? And aspirin hasn't fixed it. If it could, everybody and their dog would be given aspirin, and heart attacks would be almost unheard of. And yet, in spite of the millions of people taking, 20 million Americans take aspirin every day, 7 days a week. And the research is showing, it's not that effective. And guys, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what they're saying, even the FDA. Now, number 2, statin drugs haven't made a dent in heart disease. And there was actually, this was years ago, there was a bill in the United Kingdom in front of Parliament to put statin drugs in drinking water. And if you think I'm crazy, you can Google it. Now, it didn't pass. Hallelujah. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, now you got your notepads out, right? Do you? Let's talk about do's and don'ts for heart disease. Okay, let's talk about do's and don'ts. And I'm going to start with vitamins. Let's do this. You know me and vitamins. Now, keep in mind that I have my own list of vitamins, the Martin Clinic vitamin list. Okay? A little bit different than the world's vitamin list. Okay? But I mean it, guys. When I classify something as a vitamin, you know what a vitamin means? It's essential. And vitamins are essential. Okay? So let's talk about vitamins for your heart. Now, yesterday I already touched on it, so we'll start with that. Vitamin W. Water. We talked about that yesterday. The viscosity of blood. The thickness of blood. And aspirin's job is to thin out your blood. Decrease the stickiness of the platelets. That's what aspirin does. Okay? Water does it. And so we talked about that yesterday. I don't want to spend a lot of time on vitamin W, but you got 60,000 miles of blood vessels, and your blood vessels, it's a river. Read the Bible. The life of the flesh is in the blood. Your blood needs to flow. And a lot of people have molasses for blood, and they don't know it. Dr. Martin, I'm not thirsty. Don't wait till you're thirsty. Don't wait for that. Now, you can train your body. You can train your body for water. Once you form a habit, we talked about habits on Monday. Once you form a habit, you cement that habit. You'll never stop drinking water. And then you will realize, I used to tell people this, you will realize, holy moly, I really was thirsty. I didn't realize it. Once I started drinking water and got cemented into that habit, I realized how important water is for me. Your body talks, my friend. You need to listen, Linda. Listen to your body. It'll talk to you. But a lot of people, they don't listen. Okay? Number 1, vitamin W. Okay? And these are not necessarily in no order of priority for your heart. You want to prevent heart disease. Drink water. Number 2, vitamin D. Yup, the sun. The sun. Viderma. Vitamin D. Vitamin D and heart disease. You know what, guys? There is a lot of research on vitamin D and your heart. Well, of course, there's a lot of research on vitamin D and everything. Sun, right at the start of my new book. Oh, I have my new book. It's over on the counter there. It's actually just in a binder, but my job is done at the publishers. And I have to wait on them. It's out of my hands. Sun, Steak and Steel, coming to a theater near you, and I'll let you know when they give me any kind of indication for the date. Okay? I haven't heard yet. Now, getting back to right at the start, sun. Do you know the sun is good for your heart? And listen, this is a difficult question, and I will only give you a few seconds to get it. What does the sun do for your heart? Okay, question. You get bonus points if you get this, because it's, I'm coming out of the blue, and but you guys are so smart. I like to test you. What does the sun and vitamin D do for your heart? Let's just see if anybody can get it. Hey, look, if you get this, you're smarter than the average bear, okay? Okay, let me just see. I'll only give you a few seconds. Okay. Marilyn. And Jen, I love you guys. Marilyn, you guys are right. Carol, you're right. What did I tell Kilky that? Well, look, no. Guys, it doesn't do that, but, and one of you said melatonin, that really not. Yes, Doris, you're right. And you guys are right. You know what it is? Nitric oxide. It helps with nitric oxide. And Chantal, to some extent, you're right, because it does help with sleep, and sleep helps your heart. But guys, what vitamin D does specifically for your heart is nitric oxide. What does nitric oxide do? It relaxes your blood vessels. Your heart doesn't have to pump as hard because your blood vessels are, that's the effectiveness of vitamin D, Viderma. It's a hormone. It's more than a vitamin, my friend. It's more than a vitamin. And unfortunately, doctors don't understand the importance of vitamin D. They don't. It makes me, it elevates my cortisol. Okay, vitamin D. Now we can spend all day on that, but let's not. Water, vitamin D. Let's get to another vitamin. Okay, vitamin W, vitamin D, vitamin E. The other one. Exercise. Move. Now, vitamin E, exercise, people are thinking heart and cardio. Okay? I'm thinking heart and movement. But guys, metabolically, there's nothing better metabolically for triglycerides, for cholesterol, HDL, for inflammation, whatever, weightlifting, resistant training, getting strong, get strong. Strong muscles, strong heart. Got it? Strong muscles, strong heart. Now listen, in case you think I negate the other vitamin E, I studied under the Shute brothers. They came to our school to teach vitamin E, the other vitamin E, and heart disease. And they were light years ahead of their time. The guys, this is in the early 70s. I'm talking about 71, 1972, 50 years ago. The Shute brothers out of London, Ontario, were talking about vitamin E. So do I like vitamin E? Yeah, I like the other one because it's much more effective. Okay? Now, vitamin C. What? Yeah, coffee, not ascorbic acid. Vitamin C is good for your heart. It is. It's got 1,000 phytonutrients. It is a powerful antioxidant that actually protects your blood vessels. Someone on our Facebook the other day was saying, I don't like coffee, and coffee's not good for you. Okay? And can I change your mind? Or you got a closed mind, Linda? You're not listening. Don't close your mind. Okay? I'm telling you. When I say I got 150 studies on vitamin D and more, from your head to your toes, you're a human solar panel. You ought to be a coffee magnet, because that's how good coffee is for you. From your heart to your brain to cancer, coffee is unbelievable. The real vitamin C. And I mean that. The real vitamin C. The other one is vitamin C2. Okay? It really is. They got it upside down. Coffee is the real vitamin C. And it doesn't have vitamin C in it. But it doesn't need the other vitamin C. Doesn't need ascorbic acid. It's got 1,000 phytonutrients, and it's literally 500 times more powerful than ascorbic acid. That's a fact. Okay? Vitamin O. Wow. I don't call it, but you know me in omega. Okay? I'm big on omega-3, especially DHA. Why? Why am I big on that? Why am I big? We could call it vitamin O. Maybe we will. Do you want to put out a new vitamin today? Vitamin O? Okay. Vitamin O. By the way, the other thing that vitamin D does, it lowers inflammation. Not only elevates nitric oxide, but it lowers inflammation. Inflammation is very damaging to blood vessels, because you're not meant to have chronic inflammation in your body. And a lot of people don't even know they have that. Now, back to vitamin O. What does omega-3, what does it do? Two main things. One, lowers inflammation. It puts out the fire. Yeah. You think oil stokes the fire? Well, bad oil does. You know what bad oils are? Margarine, Crisco, seed oils, Canada's gift to humanity, canola oil, canned oil. Put it in your car, not in your body, because it creates inflammation. It creates insulin resistance. It's not good. But you know what omega-3 is? Especially the high DHA, which is only found, by the way. EPA and DHA are found in the animal kingdom. When you eat that, it lubricates your blood vessels, lowers inflammation, and makes your blood vessels slippery. You know the Teflon layer? Your endothelium? You have Teflon there. Okay? You do. Teflon layer. It's supposed to be slippery, non-stick pans. Remember Teflon? I like illustrations, guys. I'm sorry. That's how my brain operates. So when I look at blood vessels, I want to see Teflon. Nothing sticks on it. But there's nothing like omega-3 to make your blood vessels slippery. You don't want to be sticky. You want to be slippery. I tell people, you should be taking so much omega-3 you slide out of rooms. Lowers inflammation and makes your blood vessels slippery. Got that? Okay. Now, so that vitamin O. Now, let's talk about vitamin S. The dues. Vitamin S. Steak. What does steak do? Well, it's got a lot of C's. Like L-carnitine. Okay? These are only found, guys, in the animal kingdom. Steak. Carnitine. You know what carnitine is? That is so good for your heart. And it combines with L-arginine in steak that opens up your blood vessels. L-arginine and L-carnosine and L-carnitine, they're so good for your heart. Good for a lot of other things, but very, very good for your heart. Prevention is steak. Now, yesterday we talked about CoQ10. Do you remember? Because when you take a statin drug, you better be taking CoQ10 because it destroys, and CoQ10 is what makes your mitochondria, especially in the muscle of your heart. Your heart's a muscle. Muscle batteries, your mitochondria within the muscles, they need CoQ10. CoQ10 is in steak when you eat it. Now, your body produces CoQ10 when you eat steak. So if anybody, and let me repeat that, anybody tells you that red meat is not good for you, run. They don't know what they are talking about. I'm sorry, they just don't. It's propaganda. It's not science. Steak, my friend, is a vitamin S. Rightly given, it is so good for you. Now, I got to give you one more vitamin in the do's. Vitamin K2. Now, you guys know this. How do you get vitamin K2? How do you get it? Somebody answer me. How do you get vitamin K2? Two main sources. You get a lot in the animal kingdom. Tony, I like your first name, even though I think you're a woman. Yep. Cheese. Jen, cheese. Yeah. Wendy, yeah. Cheese, curds, and butter. Renee, yeah. My smartest audience in the world. Debbie, butter. Carol, butter and cheese. You guys, I'm telling you, Marilyn, cheese, curds, and I'm telling you. You guys know more, Nativity, you know more about nutrition than the rest of the universe. Georgie, yep. Diane, yep. Barbara, yep. Evelyn, yep. Steak and cheese. Well, steak's got vitamin K2? Yes, it does. Vitamin K2, by the way, and Nellie and Colette and guys, I got to stop because I won't finish. Jean, Cindy, yep. Now listen. Okay. Listen. What did vitamin K2 do? How come vitamin K2 is so important for your heart? And it's only found in the animal kingdom. Why is vitamin K2 so good for you? Because it takes calcium. It takes calcium out of your blood vessels. What is atherosclerosis? What is hardening of the arteries? It's calcium in the wrong places. So when any nutritionist, any doctor, anybody tells you to cut back on butter and cheese, run. They don't know what they are talking about because they've never studied the importance of vitamin K2 for your heart. It's essential. Your heart needs vitamin K2. Your blood vessels need vitamin K2. Why? Because it takes calcium and puts it where it belongs, in your teeth, and your bones. That's where calcium belongs. And God put it in butter, calcium, with K2. See, when you think about it, when you eat the right foods, it's already in there. Vitamin K2 and calcium together. Butter, steak, cheese. Why do you think I am EMC, 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 eggs, meat, and cheese, eggs, meat, and cheese? Why am I like that? Eggs have vitamin K2 too. The plant kingdom has vitamin K1. Okay, that's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? Guys, you get it? Your heart needs butter. Your heart needs cheese. Yes. I'm doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down. I keep saying it, but it's true. EMC, EMC, EMC. Don't let anyone dupe you. Don't be duped. Look at butter differently. Don't look at butter as clogging up arteries. Look at butter as making your blood vessels slippery. Think of Teflon. Then think of vitamin K2. It's a carrier. It takes calcium and says, like insulin does with sugar. You know what insulin does? Hey, you, come here. Sugar. You can't park there. Don't park. No parking. Sugar, don't park in the bloodstream. I like this. I think I'm going to talk about this. I just thought of it. And the other parking attendant, the other traffic cop, is vitamin K2. Insulin is saying to sugar, come here. You can't park. You're in a no parking zone. You're in blood. Get out. I'm going to park you somewhere. And vitamin K2 does, it says, hey, you. Hey, you. Calcium, come here. Don't park in the bloodstream. You don't belong there. Come here. I'm going to show you where you can park. How do you like that, guys? The parking attendants. I'm laughing at myself because, man, I got a crazy mind. But I'm an illustrator. I gotta see illustrations in my head in order for my head to work properly. I'm sorry, guys. It's the way I operate. No, well, we didn't get to any don'ts, but we're going to. We're going to. I promise I will finish this section. Oh, you guys are wonderful. Do you know that? I mean, I have so much fun because you guys, you know what it is? It's, like being a school teacher and having kids, first of all, in class that listen. Okay? I remember I was never a teacher in school other than I got invited, okay? I often, in my old days, I used to get invited to, grade 13 or grade 12 biology classes, okay? Every once in a while, once a year, twice a year, whatever. I was happy to go do it. I love kids. I love young people. And I remember the last time I was in there, a few years ago, before COVID, and I said, you guys are unreal. You listen. They were, high school students. And I captured their attention with nutrition. I said, you've been lied to. Let's talk about the lies. Anyway, guys, my audience, you guys are the best students in the world. I mean it. You listen and you learn. You always know the answers. I can't stump you. Hey guys, that's good. That's what I want. That's what I'm aiming for. Okay, that's what I'm aiming for. Okay? Teacher, teacher, teach. Okay. You guys are wonderful. Now listen, tomorrow we're going to do an afternoon session, 4 p.m. Okay? Tomorrow, tell everyone, 4 p.m. Okay? Tomorrow afternoon. Friday is what? Question and answer Friday. Fun, fun, fun. Coming Friday. Okay? Now, okay, I'm breathing. Okay? I'm breathing. Hey guys, we love you dearly. And I mean it. We'll talk to you soon.